In today's video, we open the water tap, I pull a hose, and Barbara tries out if she can reach the bottom of the bilge.
Hello, it is so good to see you again. The last weeks were quite busy, but as there is no more sinking issue, we can now continue with less urgent projects. So this time we will reconnect our water tanks, so we have finally running water again, and we clean up our bilge, a very disgusting but necessary job. So please follow me aboard.
Hi, we are Daniel and Barbara. The last years we spent sail racing against the best sailors in the world. But we always had the dream to live on a traditional ship and sail the ocean. We bought a huge 82-feet ship in need of a serious refit. We want to restore her and convert her back into the beautiful sailing ship she once was.
During the last videos we were quite busy searching for a leak. We ripped out our 2 guest cabins and destroyed the flooring in the saloon and the forecastle. Last time we finally found out where all the water came from. It was our leaking water tank. So now, after months of filling up the water tanks and the bilge and emptying the bilge again, we finally have a completely dry ship. Now we have time for the fun projects, like building a proper bed or planning the interior. Or, and I was really looking forward to that one, scooping out the old filthy sludge that accumulated underneath the stuffing box over the years. So follow me to the engine room. We found a bit of water in the bilge, so we think the best idea is to pump the water out first and then continue with the scooping. Down there is the old grease that squeezes out from the stuffing box. It seems like no one ever cared to empty it. We have to fill all this filthy sludge into buckets to get rid of it. I tried to scoop it out with a ladle, and we will never use this ladle for soup again. So let's find out how deep this compartment actually is.
My wristwatch is broken, my shoes are untied. Time is a-ticking, and so is the tide. But I am not worried, things are what they are. Come rain or come shine or a shooting star. I've been to the south, I've been to the north, east and the west, the middle of course. I may have been astray, but I never been lost, never been beat by the road I've crossed. I guess I've been lucky to some degree, for someone who ate all the fruit from the tree. Stars been aligned and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by. I was born at morning on the first day of June, 1900 and something and two. My mom was a sweetheart, my father was too. They left me
Pumping out the bilge was a bubble bath compared to this. I'm so sorry that Smell-O-Vision isn't available on YouTube yet, and I'm really glad that this job is done now.
Sweet by and by, stars been aligned, and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by.
Better.
The thing we're currently working on is called the stuffing box, and it's the part of the ship where the drive shaft goes through the hull. So on one side you have the prop, and on the inside of the ship you have the transmission and the engine and so on. So the stuffing box is there to keep the water out while maintaining the possibility of the drive shaft to rotate and push the boat forward. It basically looks like that. You have a big pipe and the drive shaft goes through this pipe. And in between this pipe and the drive shaft you have a squared rope that goes around it. And this rope is compressed by the stuffing box itself. And the final sealing is achieved by pushing a lot of grease into this rope to seal it off. Previous owner were not too keen about readjusting the stuffing box. They just pushed more and more grease into the rope, which works, but a lot of the grease landed inside of the bilge.
Since we found out that our water tank is leaking, we have no running water since 2 weeks. Fortunately, we have a second water tank, but that one is feeding in the leaking one, which would mean filling up the leaking one again, which would mean filling up the ship again. And that's definitely not what we want. So now we want to connect the second water tank directly to the pump. We tried to loosen the nut, but it isn't coming loose, so now we use the angle grinder to cut the pipe so we can get the pipe out.
We received a lot of comments regarding how to fix the leaking old rusty water tank, and we really appreciate that. But on the long run we are planning to replace the steel water tanks with polyethylene plastic water tanks because we think that's the best option for our boat. Another great option are stainless steel water tanks, but I think the main benefit of stainless steel water tanks is to have them customized to a given hull shape. But we have plenty of space, so we can use pre-manufactured standard PE water tanks, and they're cheaper and maintenance-free and all in all a great option. So all we do now is to make temporary and provisional fixes and connect in the second, currently not leaking steel water tank directly with the pump to give us some comfort on our floating building site.
So the sludge is off and we have running water again. What more could you ask for? Well, if you want to support this project, you can do us a massive favor by sharing these videos with your friends, in your favorite Facebook group, or on WhatsApp, or anywhere else, you name it. You cannot imagine how much that would help us. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.